Let's face it, millennials these days are much less likely than their parents' generation to be able to afford to buy a home by themselves. In fact, less than 50% of millennials earn more money than their parents by age 30 on an inflation-adjusted basis. Here's some advice for co-buying a house or apartment you can use and what to know before signing up to be a co-borrower on a mortgage. Co-purchasing an apartment with parents. Co-purchasing an apartment with parents is a fairly common phenomenon for first-time homebuyers these days, especially in expensive cities like New York City. Gifting the down payment. Will parents be gifting the entire down payment to the child, or will the child be responsible for putting up part of the down payment? Gift letters will be necessary. Covering closing costs. These expenses are not insignificant. For example, New York City closing costs for buyers can range from 1.5% to 6%, depending on whether the buyer is financing, buying new construction, and buying a co-op versus condo. Will both parties be owners? Will the parents want to be co-owners of the property, or will it be a straight gift and the child will be the sole owner? Unless otherwise specified, ownership is automatically assumed to be split equally between everyone listed on the deed for condos and houses, or stock and lease for co-ops. Joint responsibility for the mortgage. Who will be responsible for paying the mortgage every month? Unless an exception is made, every owner will be a co-borrower on the mortgage. Who takes care of common charges or maintenance? Who will be responsible for covering the ongoing carrying costs of the apartment, such as condo common charges or co-op maintenance fees? Joint ownership of house with parents. Who will live in the property? If the child will be solely occupying the apartment, will he or she owe any sort of rent or non-monetary compensation to the parent? Will parents have leverage over you? Will your parents have leverage over you in arguments and disagreements because they own part of your home? Who will be responsible for upkeep? Owning a house can involve significant costs in maintenance and repair. Who will be responsible for paying for these? Who will be on the board? This is extremely important and can take quite a bit of time and work, especially if you live in a smaller building with fewer people who will volunteer. Co-ownership of a mortgage. Who will pay the mortgage? Mortgage companies will automatically debit each month's mortgage payment from one bank account, meaning that one person will be responsible for paying the mortgage unless alternative arrangements are specified. Reduced capacity to borrow. Being a co-borrower on a mortgage means both the loan and the monthly required payments will be on your credit report. This reduces the future borrowing capacity of each co-borrower as much as if they had been the sole borrower. Joint liability. Being co-borrowers on a mortgage means everyone will be on the hook for the loan and will have their credit scores severely impacted if they miss a mortgage payment or default on the loan. Interested in learning how you can save $20,000 or more on your closing costs? Check us out at www.hauseit.com and sign up for a Hauseit buyer closing credit today.